reading the About page of the GRUSA website, and it talks about being fashion the common thread for all of us. It isn't about just one culture, one age group or demographic. It's the common thread. So can you speak a little bit more about that philosophy, about how to unite people through your brand?
One thing I know about everybody, whether you're a young African American or you're an older Hispanic or you're a middle-aged white person, it doesn't matter who you are. If you're from this city, what one thing do we all have in common? We all love this city.
Yeah.
You know, and I knew that was a way to unify people. You know, if we put out something that we can all gravitate to and say, hey, you know, I stand by that.
Yeah.
GRUSA is a pride thing. It's all about pride.
Yeah.
It's all about saying, hey, this is our town. That's why you put flags on the hats and things. We're planting our flag.
Yeah.
And where I really love to see it go is when people outside of Michigan, we have an online store, of course, when they buy it, and I look at the sales, and there's people, you know, in Hawaii and Texas and Florida and all these places. I'm like, okay, that's somebody from Grand Rapids who no longer lives in Grand Rapids, and they want to represent the city.
Yeah, they're still proud of it.
They're still proud of it.
Proud of when they came. And
they're still proud of it. And it's so much so, in all humility, I have to say this, but we sort of charged the city and made the city embrace city pride.
Yeah.
It wasn't here before us. I remember getting off
especially
the airplane.
when you know, racially we're very segregated, unfortunately, like a lot of urban. We're not unlike, we have the same challenges of any urban city.
Sure.
I'm not picking on Grand Rapids, but there's a lot more that needs to happen to make sure that we have more cross-pollination of all communities, all economic sides. And what I'm hearing, too, what I really, really relate to or wish would happen is that the way that your apparel brand is uniting people just in pride is that the extension of that is that we all have a mutual interest in each other's success.
That's it.
And if I can invest and wear something that instead of buying something at Target and I buy a GRUSA, it helps that. It establishes
local economy.
Local economy.
Yeah.
But also, it when you see, you told me there was a pretty well-known business guy in town who's wearing your hat, and he asked, what did he ask? If it's okay if he wears it?
Can I wear this? Is it okay? Like, he asked us for permission because the culture differences. Like, and we wanted to make it abundantly clear.
But we make assumptions. So I think, you know, he wasn't being. He was actually being. He was honoring it, but in a way that. He wanted to be respectful.
He's been respectful.
Yeah.
But I think the greatest thing about it was it gave us a chance to dialogue.
Yeah.
And to talk about it. You know, like, absolutely you can wear it. Please wear it. You know, it's GRUSA it's not a black thing. It's not a white thing. It's not an old thing. It's not a young thing. It's not a rich or poor thing. It's a Grand Rapids thing.
Yeah.
So if you're from Grand Rapids or not and you have love for the city, you're more than welcome. You know, please support it.
Well, I'm buying some.
I appreciate it. We're working on an actual flagship store for next year. So we're going to get a location, brick and mortar spot, and people can come by and we'll make it.
Well, that helps. That also just brings more brand identity to it.
Absolutely.
It becomes...
It's good for our town, so we're not really online shopping people quite. Like, I discovered that. Like, when we have physical hats and physical locations, they go quick.
Yeah.
But online, it's sort of like, okay.
Well, even if you do a limited event or pop-up shop or something, I'm sure you create some urgency around getting the product when it's there.
We always sell out, and I split hairs to see the difference between one way or the next. You know, we drop a line, we drop a new rollout. We always sell out really quickly. But I know when I get them in the stores, it's going to be more accessible to the people, and you'll get people just walking down the block and just see it like, oh, whoa, and just run in there and get it, as opposed to getting their credit card out and you know, doing the whole thing online. But just connecting to folks, man. As long as we can do that.
This Full Exposure Podcast episode has been made possible through the support of Metro Health, University of Michigan Health, and Dr. Peter Hahn, who believe that creativity and the arts are essential to a rich, healthy, and fulfilling life.